Okay. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm your student athletic therapist. I'm going to be running your rehab today. What's your name?
Jeff.
All right. So today we're going to be we're going to address all 12 goals of rehab for your scapular fracture. And since you've been immobilized for the first 3 weeks, and it's 5 weeks since you injured, we're going to start with decreasing the pain and swelling. So to do that, I'm just going to put on some heat to start the treatment here. So I'm just going to grab my hydrocollator pack here, and we're going to leave that on for about 10 minutes just to heat it up and kind of reduce the pain a bit.
Okay, perfect. I think it's been 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay. So next, to increase your range of motion, because I noticed some ranges were decreased, I'll get you to stand up. So I'll have you do a couple of exercises here. The first are going to be active exercises. I'm just going to get you to go through the active range of motion as far in flexion as you can, and then as far into extension as you can. So we'll do that 3 sets of 10.
Up and down?
Up and down, yeah. And just don't go into pain. So if you reach pain, just stop there and then return and go back the other way.
Like that?
Yeah. All right. And then one more for that, we'll do abduction to the side, so we'll do the same thing, just as high as you can until you reach pain or the end of your range. And we'll do 3 sets of 10 of that as well.
Okay.
Okay. And then passively, you were limited in horizontal abduction, so what I'm going to get you to do is just grab your arm and just pull it across your body as far as you can, using only your left arm to pull. And just stop before the pain. And then just let it out and return and do that same thing, 3 sets of 10.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. So since the surgeon said not to assess your strength or not to work on your strength yet, we're gonna just use these to prevent atrophy since you've been immobilized for 3 weeks. So I'll get you to take your shirt off and sit down.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna place these pads here, actually, around your deltoid here. Okay, so what this is, it's going to be EMS, and like I said, we're going to use it to prevent some atrophy in the muscle. So what it's going to do is you're going to feel it cause the muscles to twitch, and if it gets too painful or uncomfortable at any point, you can just tell me to turn it off, and we'll turn it off.
Okay.
And if it stops twitching, we'll turn it up. We're going to be running it for 15 minutes today. And before I start it, I just need to make sure to clear any contraindications. So do you have any pacemakers?
No.
All right. And do you have any heart conditions, diabetes? Do you have any cancer or infections in the area?
No.
All right. So first things first, I'm going to test hot cold. So this is I have a vial of cold and a vial of hot. Close your eyes for me and just tell me what you feel.
Cold. Cold.
Okay. That wasn't. Okay, try again.
Cold. Hot.
Okay. All right. And then just for this, one more thing. I want to test sharp and dull. So when you feel this, that's dull. When you feel this, it's sharp. So
okay.
Can you close your eyes?
Sharp. Dull.
Okay. Sounds good. So the settings I'm going to use on my EMS, I'm going to have a pulse width of 300. And I'm going to have a pulse rate of 50, and my duty cycle is going to be my duty cycle is going to be 1 to 1, and we're just going to run it for 15 minutes. So I'm going to start turning on, and let me know when you start to feel it.
Oh yeah, I can feel that.
Okay, and then so we just want it to be strong but still comfortable, so turn up a little bit more.
That's good.
Okay, and now we're just going to run this for 15 minutes. If you need to turn it up at all, it's this dial right here.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, last 15 minutes. So 15 minutes is up, let's take this. Okay. So to address the psychological aspect of rehabilitation, I want you to sit down tonight and make some goals that we'll go over the next period. So I want you to make SMART goals. If you've never heard of SMART goals, they're specific. So you have heard of them. So they're going to be specific, measurable goal, attainable, and realistic, and a timely manner. So I'll set a goal. An example would be, I want to have full pain-free range of motion in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Okay, so set three goals like that, and we'll go over them next.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, so for cardiovascular fitness, what I'm going to have you do, since I can't have you running or doing too much on the elliptical, I'm going to have you ride on the bicycle. And since you're a dog agility trainer, you do mostly like low intensity running, hey, for a while. So I'm just going to have you ride on the stationary bike. We're going to go for 15 minutes, but I want you to try and keep your heart rate at 80% of its max while you're for the whole 15 minutes.
Okay, I can do that.
Sounds good. So for core stability and posture, I noticed you had some scapular dyskinesis, so I'll get you to stand up for me and just face that wall. So what we're going to do to work on this is have you set your scapula. So to do that, I just want you to push your scapula into my thumbs here, and I want you to hold that position for 10 seconds. And after 10 seconds, you can relax and take a couple seconds break and then reset them. Perfect. We're going to do, just like the other exercise, we're going to do 3 sets of 10, and each one you hold for 10 seconds.
Okay, sounds good. So I've done those.
Okay. I just need to grab one thing so we can work on neuromuscular control. Okay. I don't want to take too much time. So we're going to say that this is a ball here, and what I want you to do is you'll come stand up against the wall, and with your arms straight, you'll hold the ball against the wall. And I just, with your hand, I want you to spell out the whole alphabet.
Okay.
So I'll have you do that quick and just do the first 3 letters of the alphabet for me right now.
First 3. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So that'll be for neuromuscular control. Because it's a pretty fresh injury still and you're just out of the cast, I don't really want to work on stability and balance of the upper body.
Okay.
But we will work on the joint above and below. We'll just do the elbow quickly.
Okay.
So I'll have you take this light weight here, and just without moving your shoulder out, so you can stand up. I just want you to just do arm curls without moving your shoulder at all. So
Okay.
keeping your scapula set like we talked about, and we'll just have you do some arm curls. And we'll do 3 sets of 10. Great stuff. To prevent and protect, I just want you to try and stay out of positions that cause pain and keep it up. So we're not going to let you go back to your agility training yet in case there's another fall, but if there's any, like if you're doing anything that might compromise you and stuff, we might have you put your sling back on for that, just to kind of keep it safe while it's still healing for another couple of weeks here.
Okay.
All right. And And then, since we're not returning you to play, we're not gonna work on functional sport specific or return to play, or sport specific or return to play, but we will do some functional exercises. So, as an agility trainer for your dogs, I'll just have you stand kind of like you would, and then I'll just have you give your hand signals out that you would be giving to your dogs.
Okay.
But I want you to hold a weight in your hand while you're doing it.
Okay.
So we'll just do, what's that?
How much does this weigh?
It's 2.5 pounds.
Okay.
So let's have you stand there and we'll go through each of the signals you give to your dog. I'm not sure which ones you give, but
Go. Go.
and we'll do 3 sets of 10 of each signal.
Okay. So go. Go. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
And if there's any pain or anything, I just want you to stop that set. Like, you don't have to get to 10 if there's any pain, so.
Go. Stop.
Okay. All right, so that's 3 sets of 10. And then for your home program, I just want you to keep working on, all of you do those, the ball exercise, setting your scapula, as well as those range of motion exercises I showed you at the start. I'll have you do those at home as much as possible.
Sure.
All right, and then when you come back to see me, we'll reevaluate and go over this again.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.